Alex Jones has spoken. But first, Kevin Dwala has been to meet Jason and his loyal dog, Captain Jack, to find out about a new initiative that's helping hundreds of families who are struggling to feed their pets this winter.
Jason and his dog, Captain Jack, are inseparable.
Come on, come in, good boy. Good boy. Captain Jack, he's everything to me. He's the reason I get up in the morning. I've got a limb missing without him. He's family. He is. He's all I've got.
But Jason says Captain Jack's grown much bigger than he expected. It costs about £40 a month to feed him, and that's put a big strain on Jason's finances.
It's the amount he eats. He eats a lot. 2, maybe 3 bowls a day. It's a lot of food.
Jason's not alone in struggling. Since the start of the pandemic, the RSPCA says it's seen an increase in the number of families in the same situation. And whilst food banks have long supported people on low incomes, extra support is now being made to support their pets too. The RSPCA has begun supplying pet food to around 40 food banks across the north of England. The hope is that no one should have to give up their pet simply because they can't afford to feed them. The idea came during lockdown from Alison Fletcher, a Deputy Chief Inspector for the charity. Today, she's getting a delivery ready. Morning, Alison.
Morning.
What a great scheme this is.
It is, and it's working so well, and I'm so pleased with it. I started just within my own area that I work.
Yeah.
I never expected it to take off as it has, but it's brilliant. I'd love to say by summer we're going to have the whole of the north under the project and even look to move it further out.
Yeah.
You know, as the RSPCA, we can speak to the public and ask for pet food donations.
How much food are we talking?
We've done 118 deliveries, so that's around just over 20,000 kilograms of food.
Alison says that was enough to feed more than 2,000 dogs and cats since the initiative began a year ago. And today, she's on her way to Jason's food bank in Accrington, where he's waiting with Captain Jack. When you found this place and they provided you with food, what were your thoughts? How did you feel?
Relieved more than anything, I think. Just knowing he's got food, it's everything. He's got to eat, and this place has made that possible for me.
And have there been times when you haven't eaten at all because you've given your food to Captain Jack? How often?
2, sometimes 3 times a week, without a proper meal.
Yeah.
So I could feed him. I will go without before I let him go without. You know, it's not his fault.
Of course you can have them.
The food bank is part run by Teresa Fitzjohn. What's been the response like from people who are using the service?
Fantastic. It's alleviated all that worry. I know people that's fed their animals and they haven't had electric. They've fed their animals and they haven't had food.
There will be people, won't they, who'll say, well, you know, why get an animal if you can't afford to keep it? What would you say to those people?
I'd say spend 24 hours sat in a house. No one rings you.
Yeah.
No one knocks on your door. And the only thing that you might have is a kitten or a puppy. We've got families that have worked all their lives that are now on universal credit. So for me, if we can alleviate some of that pressure by giving out some pet food, then it's happy days.
And right on cue, here's Alison, who's arriving at the food bank with today's delivery of pet food. Just in time for Jason and a hungry Captain Jack.
Come on, Captain Jack.
And to show just how grateful they are, Jason wants to thank her in person. How important is it, the stuff that Alison does?
It's very important, fantastically important. It's changed our lives, it has.
I'm just really pleased that whatever I can bring to you helps you and makes your life a bit easier with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As a dog owner myself, I only know too well how much our pets mean to us. I mean, they're an extension of our family, aren't they? Well, hopefully the work that they do here will mean more people and more pets will be able to stay together.
Wasn't that lovely? And we're joined now by